Guys, it's raining, but I want to film, and this rain is not going to stop my filming today. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to another episode of Wisdom for Relationships. Yeah, I have a wisdom today for you guys, and it's one that people are not talking about, or I don't know if they're avoiding the topic, but people talk about this less. But this is one that you need for your life, right? And so, single people, male, female, everyone that is single and not married, let's talk about this. Come close. While you are dating, while you are courting, talk and don't touch. Yes, of course, the touch I'm talking about is not the literal touch of handshake, holding hands and taking a stroll. Not that. You know the touch I'm talking about. Like, I feel like a lot of the times, people in relationships, instead of them to be talking, instead of them to be conversing, instead of them to be getting to know each other, getting to discuss what they are looking towards or looking forward to, or how they want their homes to be like. If they plan to get married, you should not be dating if you don't really plan to get married, but let's just digress. You're supposed to be discussing what and how you want your family to look like, or life to be like, or what your children, the plans for them, how many children you want to have, what are the plans for your future, where do you want to live, how long do you want to be in this place, and a lot of things. But no, instead of people to be discussing, conversing, having heart-to-heart talks, they are busy touching, they are busy fondling, they are busy having sex, which is wrong, which will deter you, or which will just prevent you from having some discussions that will save you in the future. Because what we've observed is that a lot of times what people are trying to, issues that they are trying to attend to in relationship or in marriage, trying to solve, is helping them go back and forth, having one issue today, another issue tomorrow, this basketball another day, and they're just struggling. And you find out that you are arguing somebody that you felt like you guys were always completing each other's words, you guys were always having a good time, smiling, because you were smiling and talking about the wrong things. Now, when you are in relationships and you're having sex, don't get me wrong, you will talk, but the things you will talk about are limited. The things you will talk about, because you're already having sex, you're already giving your bodies to each other, you want to maintain that. You don't want to, because people that have sex in relationships, they are hoping and wishing that this is the person they get married to. A lot of the times, you hope until the hope is dashed. You hope until this relationship doesn't work, and then you are having conversations of, we have to make this work, we have to do everything to, because I didn't plan to give my body, and now that I've given my body, it just has to be you that I will end up with. So most times you find out that people that are in relationships and are having sex with each other, they hardly talk, and when they are talking, what they talk about are the things that should help them make this relationship work at all costs, even when it's obvious that this relationship might not work, or it's obvious that some things are wrong, but their issue and their concern is ensuring that these relationships work, because a lot has gone into it. But when you talk, when you converse in relationships and pause the touching, and pause the fondling, and pause the sexual aspect of relationships, you find out that you have deep discussions and conversations that help you. People that talk alone, people that converse a lot in relationships and pause the sex part, this is one thing that they are talking does for them. When you talk a lot in your relationships, you converse, you discuss, you are not afraid that this relationship might not work. You are not too afraid, because even if the relationship doesn't work, you have nothing or very little to lose. And so you discuss with open mind, you discuss with your brain, you discuss very effortlessly, because you are discussing to see how far this relationship can go. And then you discuss with open mind. Having sex can cloud your sense of judgment. Having sex can cloud your sense of decision making. It can cloud your thinking faculties to make you feel like this has to just work because we're already involved with our bodies. This is one thing that talking a lot to do for them. They will communicate everything and anything because they Their focus is to make the relationship work and not ensure that they just marry because they want to have sex. These people most times are thinking beyond sex, so they don't have issues talking about the difficult discussions. Believe me, there are difficult discussions before marriage, difficult discussions. And that's why I appreciate the marriage class that me and my husband went through. It was vigorous, it was demanding, it was investing, like it was time consuming, but it was a lot. Like it was, I've never heard or seen any marriage class like this one. And at the beginning it looked like it's a lot, but it made us, we thought we conversed, we thought we communicated a lot, we thought we were good at discussing. But when we were doing this marriage class, oh my god, some discussions that you didn't even think about, they would initiate it. We would have assignments, we have discussion sessions that your answers have to tally. You have, if you don't do it together, it will be obvious in your responses, and it was just a blessing. And a friend of mine told me that she had somebody go through this same marriage class, and in the course of having this pre-marriage class, their relationship broke. Why? Because they had to converse and talk about some things that shook their foundation. It shook their convictions, and it helps them to know that, okay, you are a nice person, but as regards a lot of things, we are not aligning. And these are the things that discussing and having real conversations in relationships will help you avoid. Now, they might not necessarily be bad people. I hope you know that it's not every good person you can really marry. So they might not necessarily be bad people, but thank God that they came to be real with themselves, to know that, okay, as we discuss, as we talked about these things, you will talk about finance, you will talk about bearing children, you will talk about family planning, you will talk about love language, you will talk about apology language, a lot of things in that class. Like, it will just save you from a lot of things. So this is why if you are in a relationship and you're not really having sex with person, you don't know what you are saving yourself from. Like, it will help you sort some things. That's when you get to marriage, you'll be dealing with other issues, basics that are supposed to have sorted the relationships. You have sorted them. So I think that people should learn to touch less, or not even touch. When I say touch less, it means that there is room for holding hands. We're not saying that you cannot hold hands. We're not saying that you cannot hug each other. We're not saying that you cannot take a walk together, right? I'm just saying that those intimate touches like kissing and having sex, leave it for marriage. You will get it that you are tired. And that's why when these people that touch a lot during relationship, have sex a lot, when they now marry, you will now see that they are now wondering, it's not the same person. It's the same person, but now you have seen that it's not only about sex. You have seen that sex is just a part of it. There are a lot more. And now you now have to, by force, deal with these issues, and you are now finding out that you might maybe not be thinking in the same line, or you guys are not even aligning in a lot of values, and not having issues. Meanwhile, these are the things you could have easily trashed and come to a point. It's weird when you see married couples talking about how many children do you want to have. No, I want one. No, I want two. No, I want three. In marriage, what were you discussing when you were courting? What were you discussing when you were in relationships? A couple, they are talking about how, oh, I think you will sit down at home now. I think I'm the one anymore. You need to. These are the things we should discuss in relationships. When we get to some phase in our life, what will we be able to adjust to? Are we willing to adjust? Are you willing to do this? Are you willing to do this? So guys, sorry about the noise. It's raining, but I have to film my video. So I just hope that you guys can hear me, and I hope that it is clear enough. I hope that you have learned something. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please, if you have gotten here, please like this video. Please share this video to somebody that you think would need to hear this. Thank you so much guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.